f***ing light over at my car. Look across there.
Red light?
No, there's a light over there at my car, and I shut my car off. I know I checked all the lights.
Where's the light?
And then I immediately FaceTimed you to say, did you see this? Because I didn't see it when I came out.
Bigfoots have domesticated coyotes to be their hunting dogs.
I mean, this has been here for a while, but there is a huge something skeletal.
What's going on here?
So we're gonna drive the Jeep back to the cabin, and we've never driven the Jeep back there, so that
should be interesting.
Should be fun. The last time we came here, we had an incident where my dog ate rat poison and then got covered in ticks. So...
Fond memories.
And that was only last month.
What was that? I was checking out that skull, but you just did, what, you just did a few knocks?
I just did 2 knocks, and then it sounded like...
It sounded like from up there. Yeah, it really did. That was...
There's like movement over there.
Dude, I mean, I heard stick breaks of some kind.
That first one might have been a knock.
Dude, I mean...
Just because...
It's a little weird. I mean, if there's something up there, we'd see it. It's bare in these woods, but it is windy. I mean, not that windy, though.
No, that's the thing. I haven't heard that since. It was like an immediate knock.
Yeah,
sound.
it was right after you did that. Those 2 knocks.
It is super windy and then icy. Everything's just covered in ice.
Yeah, stuff is crackling, so... Maybe coincidental, I don't know.
Yeah. It's hard to say. Is that block laying there?
It's a gift.
She had laid... That's right. That's one of her gifts.
Is it actually?
Yeah. She laid those up on the porch.
Probably blew off. It's small, so could easily blow off. Yeah, look at that lake, though. It's like a glacier.
You can see into the pine forest, and I just saw movement. It could be deer, or it could be... There's a lot of deer activity up there because I went up into that little woods. But that's also where we saw the coyote come out of the one day.
Yeah, back in November.
Yeah. Maybe go check that out.
I don't know. Is this water coming off the hill coming out here? Weird. Kind of weird.
I mean, that's something right there. It's not big.
Continues kind of down here. Could be deer. Oh, that's weird, man. Yeah, another one here. Another one here. I mean, that looks like straight up it's frozen there, though. Look at that. That looks like, let's see that as maybe even deer. Like if I was to come through and like kick that up.
Yeah.
So this is frozen in, look at that. look at this.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
It's just water.
that's water just pooling up, and it kind of looks like almost like a footprint situation.
Definitely animals coming this way though.
Look at this.
It's a little game trail right here.
Yeah, look at that.
I was down by the house and you could just see something move through the light up here. Shh. That's coyote. Hear him? What's that?
The movement you saw was probably coyote.
That's what I think it was. This must be where they hang out.
It's a good spot.
Shh. Wait, that's not coyote. What the heck is that?
Like geese? Bird sounds is bird-like.
Yeah. Oh, are those all turkey?
Huh? Oh yeah. There's our food source.
Holy crap. That was a lot.
Yeah. Got a really good shot of that. Man, that's probably that movement you saw.
Yeah. I thought it was coyote, honestly, because proximity to where we'd seen those other
Good
coyotes.
sign though. A lot of turkeys.
So we're back out at the cabin with Alex, doing what Bigfoot people do, which is listening to mysterious sounds recorded
Strange audio while warming up by the
in
fire.
other parts of the country.
Yeah, places we want to go.
So we don't get a lot of vocalizations here.
No. Well, I mean, obviously the Ohio howl is sort of the gold standard for Ohio if you consider it credible, which is one of the loudest of like the Bigfoot kind of recordings that's out there. So it's sort of interesting. And that's not that far from here,
Yeah.
right? Columbiana County.
Columbiana County, it's neighboring. Yeah, so I just got set up. I'm going to be sleeping in the Jeep tonight. It's right up by the Rougarou Woods where Alex and Eli stayed when they were filming Beyond the Trail here. So I'll be up here, and Alex is sleeping down in the cabin tonight, so we'll see how this goes. It's going to be in the low 20s here tonight, so if it gets too cold, I might end up down in the cabin anyway. But to get down there at this point, I would have to walk through a lot of water, and I doubt I'll be doing that. We're gonna go out and do a little bit of Bigfooting in a little bit, explore the property. It is snowing like crazy right now, so we're gonna be wandering around in the snow for a bit. So we'll see how the night goes. this. It's absolutely freezing out. It's getting down into the low 20s currently, and it's snowing like crazy. We were not supposed to have any snow today, and there's a great deal of snow. I don't know how much we're gonna get done tonight. Adam was supposed to be in tonight. Adam is not here. And I'm just gonna walk down to the cabin. Big hole, big hole. Walk down to the cabin and meet up with Alex. Once again, extremely quiet in here. Very quiet. Very still. Obviously, when you get the snow on the ground, kind of dampens a lot of the sound. But it's very quiet. Almost unnervingly so. I'm still a good ways from... Okay, I just heard something.
All right, I'm here at the cabin. I've just kind of been getting the wood stove going. Seth just said he's walking down the trail from the area. He's sleeping up in his car up at the top of the hill here. He was saying that he was walking through the woods and he may have just heard some movement. So I'm going to go out there with the thermal unit, see if I can see anything. If it was a deer or what it might be, we'll be able to hopefully see it.
Yeah, I got running. There's noise. There's something out there running.
Yeah?
Yeah, I heard it when I got closer to the cabin.
How loud?
Weird, because where I heard it originally was up on that hill over there. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
And then I got down by the cabin. As soon as I crossed over the little thing down here, that little bridge area,
Yeah.
came up, started coming up the hill, and you just heard thump, 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 thump.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you want to warm up for a minute?
Yeah.
I'm going to go out there with the therm, and then I said we go look for tracks, see if we can find anything.
I would say what I heard was further up the hill.
Oh, it's back here, you mean?
Dude, that's what's weird is when I heard it, when I called you, it's because I was hearing it over here on that hill.
But you heard something back here,
then
too?
when I got over here on the other side,
oh, wow.
it could just be deer.
Yeah, no, but still, it'd be really cool to see. I'm going to go with the therm out there.
There's so much snow, but if something was... Oh yeah, I see the eyes. Is that gone? It just went away. Is it? What is it? Coyote?
See the eyes?
Yeah, I saw it for a second. It's gone right now. I don't see it.
I can see it on the therm.
Okay.
Just a blob. It's so hard to tell what it is.
It's up there. We got something on the hill right now. Alex is therming.
It looks so cool.
It's low to the ground, right?
It looks like it. It looks like it's almost on the tree. It's way up at the top of the hill.
Yeah,
Oh, it's moving.
dude, that's big.
Yeah.
I see it blink.
Scared.
Huh? It's green though, so that makes me think deer. Just stand there watching us. And I'm not trying to, it is a deer?
It's most likely a deer, yeah. Got the right shape.
Dude, why the heck isn't it moving? Got a deer maybe like 50, 60 yards away from us right now. I saw its head move. Took off. That's weird.
I still see it. There it goes. Yeah, I can see it on the therm.
Alright. Are you recording? Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah.
It's right in front of us. So yeah, we had a deer. Oh jeez. We had a deer up here. We're up on the hill behind the cabin. This is also where a minute ago I thought I heard running, but now I guess it makes sense.
See a light from the cabin down there. Not as windy anymore.
No.
It's not too bad.
What the?
What?
Dude, there's a fucking light over at my car. Look across there.
Red light?
No, there's a light over there at my car, and I shut my fucking car off. I know I checked all the lights.
Where's the light?
It's straight across. Someone's been breaking into my car. It's like straight across.
Turn your light on. Let's see.
I lost it now, but it's right across there. It's like that white light.
Over there?
No, it's straight across. Like literally straight across, but it's behind the trees or something else because I lost it. I'm telling you, dude, it's I guarantee it's my car.
Oh, let's go.
So we were on the hill behind the cabin and we saw a light over by my car. Honestly, at this point, I'm just hoping it's my car light. Like maybe I left the car light on or something. We're heading over there. There's no light on. Alright, well, doors are all locked up. Yeah. No, because I could pinpoint where it was on the hill. I could tell you where it is.
Yeah, right.
So it's about 11 p.m. It's in the teens, and I am sleeping in my car. But I got a little Mr. Heater thing. Got a window cracked, and it's not too bad. It's been a quiet night again, unfortunately, which seems to be a theme of this show right now. Hoping it's a seasonal thing. It's like 4 a.m. I've just been laying here for the last maybe like 30, 35, 40 minutes. Around 3:15, 3:20, there was a very loud percussive off to my right, which would be the river woods. No idea what it was, because the problem is that it's it's icy out, so the trees are coated in ice, so it could have possibly been just a limb cracking. It sounded extremely loud, but I just laid here for a while, never heard anything else. At one point, I actually did think I heard like footsteps out there, but I'm not positive that's what it was. Also, it's freezing cold, so I just now started the car to run the heat for a couple of minutes and warm up again. So, yeah, that's it. Nothing exciting. So I thought I'd come up here where I stayed, come back up to where I stayed last night, and walk around the Rougarou Woods, see if I see any tracks or anything. It is bitter cold. The wind is crazy. But there's a good amount of snow on the ground right now. And so if something was actually walking around up here, we'll have tracks. So, see what we can find. Something like that could very easily be what I heard last night. I can't really say that I heard a definitive wood knock. I was woke up by something that made a loud percussive. It could have just been a tree breaking. There's so much ice out here right now, it's kind of crazy. So it's entirely possible that's what I heard. I have not yet found any tracks or anything back in the Rougarou Woods, and I've been all over them at this point. So I would say that more than likely I heard a branch break last night, and that's what woke me up. But, yeah. So I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you at some point hang bones in a tree?
What? You're kidding.
I'm right by the Rougarou Woods, but down heading toward the cabin, so I'm in the wood line. I just was walking along the edge of the pine forest here.
So you're on the side that's like behind the pond?
Yeah, but further, I can see like where I stayed last night in my Jeep, right on the edge of, I can see my car, but I mean, this has been here for a while, but there is a huge something skeletal in this tree. Hold on a sec, I'll send you a picture. Why the flip would this be here too? I'm in like the most random, it was actually, the only reason I saw it is I was looking into the woods to see if there were tracks. What?
Nothing, that's just wild. How high up off the ground is that?
5 feet, I guess.
get dressed because I want to come see this in person.
I have no idea what section of a animal. I don't know what this is. Honestly, I have no idea what this is. I'm gonna send a picture of it to Courtney. Courtney's a vet. She has knowledge of these things. So yeah, so basically this is up off the ground at a distance of maybe like 5 feet. Pretty good size, like you can see. It's just kind of hanging there. It's not like wrapped around anything. It's looks like it might have been gnawed on at some point up here. Heather's heading up here, so I'm gonna walk around a little bit in the woods. I'm in the pine forest kind of above the cabin. I'm gonna walk around in here, see if I can find anything tracks wise or any other body parts stuffed up in a tree. Okay. I don't know what it is, but I found the rest of the body, the rest of the skeleton for whatever this is. I think it's a cow. There's some substantially large bones.
It's a pelvis.
What's, you think like a cow?
How big is it?
It's hold on, I'll send you a picture with me next to it so you can see. I just found a bunch more bones right here. This area doesn't make sense for there to be bones. I'm at the base, I'm basically at the woods by the Rougarou Woods, the pine forest. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was walking to the cabin to get Alex to come look at this pelvis we found in the tree. And I heard what sounded like the cow that we thought we heard when we were down here the one night. It's broad daylight. There's no cows near here. This is the mystery of the cows. Today we have a dead cow pelvis, a cow's pelvis hanging in a tree. We have pieces of a cow skeleton. And now I just heard what sounded like a cow in the woods, except it was deep like a cow, but it was like whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the sound I heard.
Well, it's morning. Apparently, I slept till 11:30. Got so hot last night with the wood stove on. Seth just came down. They found some interesting stuff up in the woods. We're gonna go check it out. But it's not as, doesn't seem as cold out here today. Seems a little bit better at least.
Do you see how it's hung up in there though?
Yeah,
it's just like...
But I mean, somebody took these branches and all piled them here, right?
Was this, like, you haven't noticed this?
Well, I haven't been out since the last time Seth
But
was
why would
here.
somebody, like, is it possible this has been here for a while?
Well, I'm sure.
Pile?
The bone pile has.
The
This
bones have. I don't
doesn't
know.
make any sense.
I don't know about the other stuff.
Because, like, Seth was saying, Corey was suggesting maybe it was somebody messing with,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Do you think that's possible?
I don't know who it would be.
Do you think that, are they, like, aware of kind of
The
what's
only,
going on?
No, I mean, the only people that would know would have to be people that, like, know us.
Yeah.
And then would also have to know the layout of the property. And
There's more stuff right here.
people don't know where the cabin is the thing. It's not like
Yeah.
they would know that this is even the area
Right. Huh.
or where the Rougarou Woods are, or, you know, or
Yeah,
anything
right,
like
right.
that.
That's like a code word, basically.
Yeah.
So
it's possible that a cow got out and died,
And
but
did-
I still don't know how we missed body.
So I'm saying
and
Les
all
and
the
I have been
bones.
through here. That's what's weird. It's like,
So,
Les
but
and
these
I-
bones have clearly been here a while. So this
Yeah.
thing, either somebody dumped its body or it's been dead here for a while. But that obviously doesn't explain why this got in the tree. It's frozen into the tree at this point, so it's put in there, like not today or
Right.
yesterday. And those chew marks, yeah, look at that.
Courtney's saying the chew marks would have to be a large canine. She said they don't look like anything, any small animal.
Coyote or something.
So is coyote a large canine around here?
Yeah.
I guess. Unless there's like a dog or something, a domestic dog chewing on it. I mean, this has to be human or not. I mean, something with hands.
It's frozen in there.
A mountain lion, if it was hypothetically a mountain lion around here. Huh?
Would it take it higher?
Yeah, well, you'd expect, I don't think a mountain lion would be able to drag a whole cow up into a tree. Like
Doesn't
maybe if
have
it was
to
a
be the
smaller
cow.
animal, but they like, there's shaky evidence if they do cache their kills in a tree anyway. It's been documented out west, but it just doesn't make sense.
Well, the other thing that I was thinking is, I know it's frozen in there, but I think it's more recent nonetheless, because
Yeah.
the wind would have knocked that thing out of there any other time because of, I mean, it's just balanced there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a ton of sense that we wouldn't have seen these at some point.
Yeah, the bones look like to me that they've been here for a while.
Well, yeah, because of the moss and stuff, and they're
Right.
worn.
So
But
what I'm wondering
this
is
is like-
what if something removed, what if this brush was over them? Of course, I mean, even these pieces, you would have seen those.
Well, when these are up, I mean, when the grass is tall and stuff, it would be hard to see all of this. But like that, regardless of whether this was covered, like you said, that has to be new because
Yeah.
we would have seen that
That's
in the tree. This is a pine tree. It's not like it's gonna get.
that's
full.
a color that stands out on a pine tree.
That's why I saw it. I want to go to the boneyard.
Dude, I wonder what that deer looks like. That deer carcass?
Yeah.
The one that we
By
found?
now, it's got to be.
Probably all bone.
Nope, some of it.
It gets even creepier up here. That's new.
It's a cat.
Yep, that's recent. There's just bones everywhere, man.
There's skulls everywhere. Over here. There's 2, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 right here.
32, at least 32. There's more. There's 33.
There's more on the other side too, remember?
So there's at least 33 dead cows here. I mean, you've got that dead calf right there that's pretty fresh. Conservatively, let's say 40 cows, because we have about 40 cow skulls in this area.
Yeah.
Is that like a normal number, or is that just over the years kind of what happens? I'd be willing to bet that's why you got so many coyotes here. I mean, not only you got all those deer that we chased,
Yeah.
there's a ton of deer, big ones, but there's a lot of coyotes, because between the deer and the carcasses, that's a free meal.
What are you thinking on Bigfoots and coyotes?
I mean, I just heard the sort of run-of-the-mill internet stuff where it's like, oh, Bigfoots have domesticated coyotes to be their hunting dogs. I mean, I don't know what people base that off of. But in nature, you do have those sort of symbiotic kind of relationships where you got one animal and another animal that inadvertently kind of work together, you know? So maybe that's what's going on here.
Over at the abandoned cabin now.
Let's see if anything's been bedding down in here.
Door is almost closed. First time I've seen that in the entire time we've been coming out here.
I don't think there's anything in there. Yeah, it's entirely possible you got critters bedding down in here. It's noticeably warmer.
Yeah.
You got an old nest right there. Oh yeah, dude, there's like coyote turds right over here.
Are there?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what Corey had told me, that he thought there were coyote bedding down in here.
Tons of coyote turds right there. Looks like a leftover dead animal. They're feeding in here. There's probably one curled up in this corner. He had a little meal right here. Looks like what's left of a little rabbit or something.
Let's go check out the deer.
Yeah, but so there you go. This is a coyote den. Well, I guess they did go for it. Those antlers are so nice. Look at that. Oh, man. Surprised Corey never took them.
No tracks anywhere over here either that I've seen. So it's been about a week since we were out at the property last. But I wanted to come back out with Heather and kind of do some exploring, because last week or over the weekend she found a bunch of bones in the general area where we found the pelvis hanging in the tree, which is really weird, because the only reason it's weird is Les and I were all over that section of the property, and we've been through that area in general multiple times, including when I was here with Alex during this same trip. So Heather came back out just a few days later and ended up finding all these other bones there. So we're going right now to see if they're more cow bones or deer or what they are. Rougarou Woods right there. And then the cabin somewhere down that way. This is the pine woods we always talk about. So there's the pelvis that we found.
Okay, so these are where like slugs and other pests have come in and start eating the bark, and then the bark kind of sloughs away. But in the meantime, there are woodpeckers that want to eat those slugs and other pests, and so they come up here and start pecking at stuff. And sometimes that leaves a huge, which you'll see on down there, a huge area where the wood is just splintered and it looks like something just clawed it. But apparently it's just a woodpecker.
Yeah. All right, so explain what happened. Because you came,
yeah, I was driving the kids around on the gator and wanted to show them where the pelvis was, because they had heard about Seth and Alex finding a bone in a tree. And we drove down here, and when I parked the gator, I could immediately see another pelvis on the ground. It's pretty large, so I'm guessing it's a cow as well. And so I got off the gator and came and looked and found even more bones. My son walked in a different way and found another pelvis.
Those ones?
No, there's another one over here. I think it's another piece of a pelvis.
Well, how did
but
we
they
miss
weren't
these?
here. So yeah, and then I immediately FaceTimed you to say, did you see this? Because I didn't see it when I came out. And Alex didn't either.
Is that? I'm thinking this is coyote activity just in general, but that is huge pelvis.
Yeah, the one bone that they were gnawing on, I have back at the house. I took it back.
Okay.
So you can just look at it.
There's more scratches. That's probably deer. Oh, there's more right here.
What? Yeah, that's the one my son found.
Okay.
In there.
This is all over here.
Oh yeah, there's pieces everywhere.
Rib.
The thing,
I just don't understand why they're dragging them here.
yeah, this is very far from.
Where the cows are.
Yeah.
We're on the other side of the property, right here.
Mm-hmm.
From where the cows, where the cow boneyard is that Alex and I went to. The thing that confuses me is with the amount of times we came through this area. I'm just surprised if it was here all summer that we never saw it. Wow, that is wild.
Yeah, over here.
Woodpecker.
You can see the holes. Might be hard to see now, but there's holes in the bark here where they had gone in.
Yeah.
And there's also bird poop.
Nice. One thing that's probably pretty obvious is neither Heather nor I are exactly outdoorsmen. However, we both grew up kind of in rural areas. So, contrary to common belief in the YouTube comments, we both have spent a good deal of time in the woods and didn't exactly grow up in the city. Part of the importance of this for us is to learn about the woods around us and what's actually going on.
Right there. Did a piece of it just fall off?
Yeah. Little chunk. Yeah, it's coyote. You can look right there. Okay. Why would they drag? They gotta go all the way down that huge hill,
Right.
from the other end of the property to bring cow parts. I mean, how far do you think that is? Quarter mile away?
Probably.
At least?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a small thing. It's through a couple different patches of woods.
And we already know they're staying in that cabin. Alex and I found scat in the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they drag it to the other end of the property
Right.
when that stuff's
Especially when it's all right there.
right there? The cabin's actually between here and the bone pile.
Yeah. They'd have to go past where they stay.
And come here. Yeah, I don't know. I have a friend, Amy Boo, who is a Bigfoot researcher in the state of Ohio, and she's a really valuable resource when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I'm going to give her a call, and she has some insight on, other, I guess, similar accounts from the state. So we're going to talk a little bit about that with her. All right, so I don't know if you know the backstory of this place at all, but it's Heather's property. And there's activity that has been going on in this general area for a while. Quite a while. Take it from there, because you're the one that found the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, so Alex and Seth had me come out and look at the pelvis in the tree. And then this last weekend, it was really nice. So I took the kids out in the gator because I wanted to show them where the bone was in the tree, the pelvis. And as we were coming down, we pulled in next to it, I pointed to it, and then I could see there was another pelvis, very clearly visible.
That hadn't,
It
couldn't have been there before.
I don't know how we would have not seen it, but you can see it just sticking up out of the ground. You can see it from the field.
Yeah.
It's so clearly there.
So I was curious if you've ever heard anything similar to that, or talked to anyone who's experienced anything like that.
The first thing that comes to my mind is some kind of a large cat. The only thing is, we're not supposed to have those large cats. Not far from where you guys are right now. It was from Deersville, Tappan Lake area.
Yeah.
And this was several years back, but not that many, like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, that the fisherman said that this happened. And he was fishing, and he said something was throwing rocks at him. Like a good decent sized rock was thrown at him. A few of them were like right next to him, some went into the water. And he didn't know, like, if it was a person, he couldn't see them in the woods, but he got a little bit spooked, like not too bad, but he's like, what's this person doing? And he gathered up his gear and he started into the woods. Well, it wasn't too long before he came to a tree where he noticed that up way higher than a person could just like reach up to. Well, he noticed like a whole shank of a deer, like the whole like leg, and it was pretty fresh because you could still see the blood on it and stuff. Freaked him out. He said that he didn't see any other evidence of deer, didn't hear anything, didn't smell anything, didn't see anything else amiss. But whether those two things, the rocks and that deer shank, were anything to do with each other, I don't know. That sounds kind of like it could be, a large cat that would do something like that. But I don't know, and I think it's really creepy.
Are you aware of like this theory that Bigfoots and coyotes have some sort of symbiotic symbiotic, is that right?
Yeah, that's a good word.
Symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, I've heard that before. And you know, like when I've been in Kentucky, I was out with a group of women the one night, and we had a pack of coyote that were just like kind of running alongside us down a road that we were going, which normally don't bother people, but it's still disconcerting. And in that area, there had been several Bigfoot reports. And in fact, it was that same time I was there, I was driving down this road and back into this little area where there's a building, and there was a family in their minivan that was coming the other way. They stopped and rolled down their window, and they told me to be careful because they had seen a bear walking on two legs, like back behind the building. It's like, did you get a good look at it? And they're like, no, we just saw the color of it, and like we just saw like the back of it. So who knows? It could have been a bear walking on two legs. You know, I get excited about stuff.
Heather and I are heading up to the woods where we found the cow pelvis. We're gonna be out here for a little bit. I don't know how long we'll be out, but the goal tonight is just to see if anything shows up. We've got a night vision binocular with us tonight that we've only used a couple times out here. We typically take the gator everywhere, and then we do walk when we're back by the cabin, but you're so far away that just walking takes forever. But tonight I wanted to walk just to see if we could sneak up on something. But honestly, I don't know what we're gonna find, if anything. I like the ball on top of your hat.
Yeah, thanks.
I feel like every time I'm up in this field, nothing happens. It's like all the activity takes place when you're down inside the woods.
Like in the woods, you mean?
Yeah, but I mean, we've been in the woods lately and nothing happened then either, so. Down this way a little way toward where that pipeline is.
Sure.
It just, all activity stopped.
The seasons changed, the cover changed. Because when we started, it was thick.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were looking through night vision here,
Yeah.
like we can see into these trees. But like, you couldn't do that in the summer.
Yeah.
Everything was too high and thick. Something could be 3 feet away and you wouldn't know.
Yeah. They can't afford to be as curious.
Yeah.
Is this it? Ooh, that's close. We might want to.
That's that like a.
That's real. There's more over there. You hear that?
Yeah. They're starting over the other hill.
Man, there's more. There's behind it. They're behind us. We're over on this side too.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
So here's the thing. That call this direction sounded like it was on
Right
the
there.
pipeline.
I know.
I guess this is the coyote episode. Yeah, we're walking out onto the road, the gravel road up here, kind of back by the River Woods. We're using the night vision because the coyotes kicked up, and they were literally in all directions. But couldn't actually see anything. But
See anything?
it sounds like they're up here somewhere. But right now we're just gonna walk back in the general direction of the house and then probably call it a night because I don't really want to get attacked by coyote up here.
Not with as many as there were, for sure.
Yeah. There's a lot. It sounded like multiple packs on all sides. So